boy. I got the masculinity running through me.
Gross.
Yeah, coming in hot.
I've been lifting, man. I've been lifting. I'm back on my grind. I've been,
taking peptides. Not yet. I will get you there.
It's funny because I was talking to one of the homies about that, like taking peptides and getting on a cycle.
Ooh, Kyle?
Yes.
You want to know why? Because I told him, I was like, bro, are you the pep king over there? Bro, all of our, so if you, okay, some little bit of context. For some reason, all of our homies, bro, we got like maybe like 3 or 4 friends that recently had just started to hit the gym and get like super jacked out of nowhere. I mean, these are like the gaming bros that we would play all types of games for years on end. So it's crazy to see that these guys are now hitting and it's not even just like these guys have caught the bug. Like, they're like Roddy is super diesel now. One of our homies, he's super jacked. One of our other homies is now starting to go down that same path. And then now that path
I don't know. I'm creeping that way.
This is like your second week of going to the gym, maybe even a little longer. Yeah, I was like, you've been sitting like, he sent me a snap every morning of this dude in the gym. That's 3 guys that send me snaps of them just like with a barbell or some shit in the morning. I'm like, bro, this is not the vibe.
The bros are trying to get big. I mean, the thing is, so all of us all played basketball, like at a college level, and then all of us actually did play professional at a certain level. So it's one of those things, like my body's getting old. You're starting to get old. Things are starting to change. Like I things don't work the certain way that you wanted to work. So you're like, all right, I got to do things to get healthy. I got to start, taking care of myself for sure. But it's funny because you go so long working out all the time. Like, I mean, since
when was your last time playing?
It's been a while. It's been like 6-7 years.
6-7 years, yeah. So that's a vacation.
You get out of it, but I'm thinking, you go every day working out. Like people don't realize it. It's like
it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. So you're lifting, you're playing basketball, you're running, you're doing all this stuff, and then once you finally are done with it, you
forget how much you do it. Yeah,
you don't want to do it. You're like,
I don't want to do it at all.
I'm good today. It's been 7 years of me saying I'm good today.
To be like, I'm not good.
I'm not good today. No, and like also, I've had some other stuff. Like I had the neck surgery and stuff. So it's just like, getting stiffness in places. And I'm like, all right, I got it. Like I can't getting out of bed. Sometimes I'm like, man, like what's wrong with me? I'm 34 years old.
You're getting 34, but you have the body of a 43-year-old because of all the sports that you played for years on end. I'm the same way. Like I hate working out, but I've done it for so long that it's kind of like, I think my body is still kind of like, we're still kind of in shape. It's been 2-3 years, but at some point I'm just expecting to look like Raymond Felton or something and just blow the hell up, or Anton Walker and just get super big. Not shots fired. It's just what it is, bro. You can tell. Like that was one of the things I always knew in the locker room. I would be like, there be certain guys in the locker. I'm like, yo, when you're done playing, you better hit the treadmill because if you don't, you're gonna be fat. I've had teammates like that all the time. I know there's a ton of guys that are just like, you're only this fit because we have to run every day. But you can see it. And once guys stop playing, real life starts to hit, and then you're like, damn, maybe I should hit the gym. Just stay on top of it. I don't want to be too diesel. I just don't want to be fucking
exactly. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too, is like you said, you know those certain guys because even when I was younger, it's like I would eat terrible. But it's like I was running and working out for fucking 5 hours every single day that it didn't matter. I can eat McDonald's, I can have this, I can do this, and then like look fine. But it's like once you stop that and you keep those habits, that's when you start to put those pounds.
So how long between you not playing basketball and you starting to notice like, oh damn, I'm getting a little bigger. I'm starting to like put on some
for sure.
OBs.
No, for sure. I mean, I'm like 20 pounds over what I was like my playing weight. So, and not that I'm saying like I can hide it a little bit better than certain people. It's not like I'm like crazy. I was crazy fat, but like
no. You're just
but I'm just starting.
And 20 extra pounds
it's starting to get into my thighs and my hips. I'm like, God, yeah, these jeans are a little bit tighter, man. Like I need a new belt. I'm getting new jeans. I'm like, all right, I got suits I got to stay in. I got things I can't like. I've already spent a lot of money on. Don't want to lose those.
I'm not there just yet. I'm not there just yet. I don't think I ever put on pounds, but
for sure,
you gotta stay on top of it, bro. Health as well.
Yeah, for sure. And then like, I mean, I've still like dabbled playing basketball throughout that time, like playing open gyms, playing one-on-one, like getting more cardio in. But now I'm starting to like get back into like doing squats.
So what do you do? What's your workout? What do you?
Oh, so like today I did, I did a little. So today I did leg press with bench. Pair those up, a little leg with upper body, and then I hit chest flies with shoulders, and then I did arms. I did triceps, biceps, and then we did an ab workout. Back to it.
You're going with somebody, or you're
I'm going with one of my employees that has access to a gym. He coaches at the local community college, so we go down there. But bro. But see, the big thing is
it makes it easier.
Yeah, and then the big thing is like doing core at the end. Like that's where you need a partner. It's like we're doing like heavyweight ball tosses to like really activate the core, and I feel like that's a big thing of like staying not huge.
Yeah, I feel like if you can just work on your core, I feel like I can kind of not neglect everything else, but like the core is definitely to me the most important.
For sure. But yeah, feeling good though, man. A lot more energy, a lot more testosterone flowing. Maybe some peptides in my future. You never know.
Yep. Let me know.
You got a guy?
Hard to sell. I got a guy.
It's funny because then my TikTok was just full of like whatever BPC 156 or whatever all these guys are taking, and then it's just like I'm seeing all this shit in my algorithm. I'm like, Jesus, man.
I mean, it's a subconscious. It's already up there. Just you're gonna wake up morning and just go for it. You're peptide king.
All right. Well, there's a lot of things that are going on. The Kawhi Leonard saga keeps continuing. They're talking about potentially taking away his contract from the Clippers, which is insane. Imagine forfeiting that, and then imagine he has to. And they're talking about he has to give back the $27 million he got from that company.
What? What? No, no. It's one or the other, not both. Are you crazy?
That's a lot of money.
That's a ton of money, bro.
27 million, and then
aren't they trying to get aren't the Clippers trying to move on from him too? Like they're trying to.
Well, and that's the other thing that might have to happen is they're saying he might have to give up that, or like they have to give him up as well, and like he can't go back to the Clippers, bro.
I mean, has there been an official ruling that there was foul play and that they broke rules and that this is actually factual? I mean, nobody's really. I mean, there's been allegations and the guy brought a little bit of paperwork, but there's really nothing saying like, yep, this happened and now you got to do that. Like, I'm guessing we just they're still investigating or they're still getting to the bottom of this. Is all this just like speculation? And because that's insane, bro.
Yeah.
Who's saying like he has to get, there's like, it's not even a ruling yet.
But that's what it's like. They're reporting that those are the possible options of like, what the league could hand down, and now but now you like if you look up anything, it's like now they're talking about like the Knicks getting them, the Heat getting them, so it's like you'd have to move on. But I mean,
I go get another bag.
I mean, obviously, I've never had $27 million, but like, has there been times in your career where either been fined or had to give up some type of money that you were just kind of
like,
what was your biggest fine? What was your biggest fine?
My biggest fine.
Did you ever say something to a ref? Did you ever say something in an interview?
No. I got fined I think $25K. Yeah, $25K for throwing a ball into the stands after the game had ended. So it was an overtime game, right? We were playing the Nuggets at home. I actually hit a shot to send us into overtime. So it was a close game the entire time. And then like it's just how like the game's close all the way to the last second, and then like the last two possessions like were just quick turnovers and the game's over. One of those type of things happened. I got super pissed. So I think we're at the opposite end from where our bench was, and I think they were taking somebody just kind of rolled the ball in. I got it, bro. From the baseline, I threw the ball as far as I could to the other end of the court, and it went into the stands. I chucked this thing, bro. You could probably find it if you really look for it.
Wasn't there a clip? Or is that the one that always gets meshed together? That's the one that always gets meshed.
That's the
and then it hits the lady in the face with the glasses.
Yeah, that one was edited. That was a good mix, good edit. But nonetheless,
I think that one where you threw the ball full court, wasn't that in New York where you went oh shoot?
No, that was something else. This was we were in Orlando and this was in a game, bro. The game ended, the shot goes off, or the buzzer goes off, and I remember just taking the ball from the baseline and just throwing it as far as I could to the other baseline. It soared straight into the stands. And then the refs, because at the end of the game, the refs go get the ball. They give it back they take it with them. They give it back to the team. Bro, the refs were standing there just looking at me like, what? Why? Why did you just do that? And I just was so pissed that we lost the game. I was just like, I don't care. I just walked off.
How far into the stands did it go? And you're talking about like over the hoop or like what?
It went past, bro. It went. So I'm standing at the baseline, right in front of the other team. I get it. I just like chuck it. I just throw it real far. It goes over like the hoop, over the shot clock, into the stands behind like where.
Did it hit anybody?
I don't know. I'm sure it must have hit something, bro. Like it was a overtime game. People didn't know that the game ended so quick that like nobody was really on their way out. I'm sure somebody must have saw this thing coming from 60 feet up and been like, heads up. But like, I don't know. I was so pissed. I just chucked it and I just walked off. And then later that day, or the next day, I get a call from the league office. It's like, we just want to call you about an incident that happened after the game. And I'm like, I couldn't even deny it. I was like, yeah, I did that.
Well, the other thing is you do have a good arm too. So it's not like you're just one of these.
I bombed it, bro.
You could bomb it. And I've seen football. But when the league office calls you, it's just some did they like announce their name? Hey, this is
no. So usually you get called because anything that happens with the league, you have a representative from the NBPA with you. So they're just like, all right, we're going to call you first. We're going to let you know that they're about to call you. And then we'll be on the call with you when they're asking you questions, just to, it's like having a lawyer with you. So yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. That's anything too. Any technical you get, you can protest the technical because every time you get fined, it's what is it? Not $2,500. Is it $2,500? It might be like $1,500. It's $1,500 each technical, and if you get tossed, it's like I think like $5,000. So anytime you get attacked, the league or the Players Association is going to call you to protest, and maybe they can get you your money back if it wasn't just or justified. But nonetheless, yeah.
So all right. So is someone from the league? Do they review every game, or did the refs, or did someone just be like, hey, he chucked his ball? Did someone?
No. So every game is always being watched. There's like officials, and there's a crew that watches, and
every game,
they review everything from the refs to the teams to the coaches, players, whatever. So somebody's always watching, and anytime there's a technical, you see it in a box score. You can get like a little box score at the end of the game, and it'll tell you like technicals from this player, this player. The league has to review it to see like, oh, it's the player's fault or the ref's fault. There's been times I've had texts that I wasn't supposed to get that the league kind of saves me from, but for the most part, they're just there to kind of have your back, support you, make sure you're not getting screwed over.
Did you even get a technical or no?
The game was over, brother. That's why I did it. I was like, they're not going to give me a tech, but it was just one of those things where they saw it. They saw it. Bro. There's 100 cameras in the arena. They have cameras that watch the bench. They have cameras that watch the other team's bench, the coaches, announce like everything. Everything's under.
Yeah, they're watching it until you walk.
So, I mean, I knew that. I didn't think I was going to get in trouble. I knew it was a possibility I could get in trouble. I mean, I just threw the ball up 50 yards, but like for the most part, I was like, I don't care, bro. The game's over. They can't. What are they going to do? Give me a tech?
So it's $25,000.
It's 20. So it varies each.
But I'm saying yours was 25,000.
Mine was 25K. Yeah.
For throwing the ball. Honestly, no, this brings me to the next. This, bro. And then, did you see the Caitlin Clark thing?
No.
She got fined. For making
$200, right?
$200,
bro. And that's a citation. That shouldn't even be something that, like, why even waste your time? Just tell her, hey, don't do that. What the hell is that going to do to her? Like, she was like, you know what? I'm going to do this 15 more times. I'll do it once every game, and it won't matter. Like, it wouldn't matter. So I'm like, bro, you're gonna like it should be. And that's why the Player Association is there, so that they can't just hit Carlin or Caitlin Clark with a $50,000 fine for saying something.
Yeah, to like protect them.
Yeah, but like
it's like having your lawyer. Yeah. It's like having a lawyer. It's like
having a lawyer, bro. And that's usually what they are, just like old lawyers that just kind of want to transition out into something different.
So when the $25,000 fine hits, they just take that from your paycheck. Is that how it works?
Oh, you see it. So you get pay stumps. I mean, my first 2 years, we used to get pay stumps. Like when I was in Toronto, we used to get mail in your locker, like, that's your pay stump. Now they just send it to wherever you want it to go. But dog, I remember when I used to get, you could see, bro. I'll never forget. We had Quincy Acey on our team, right? My rookie year.
Shout out Quincy.
Shout out Quincy. That's my road dog. That's my first teammate in the league. That's my guy. I remember he was on a second round. He was like mid to like low second rounder. So our paychecks are looking vastly different. On top of being in Canada, like you get taxed even more. So like there was times, I remember there's a road trip. He got 2 technicals. One technical he was actually in a game, and it was like closer to like we were kind of getting a cleanup minutes. He might have got like a tech for hanging on the rim. Something. He got teed up for that. I remember the next night we were in Dallas, bro. He's not even, I don't even think he's suited up. I'm sitting next to him on the bench, bro. Something happens from our bench. He gets the tech, like there's a scuffle in front of our bench. And I think he might have stood up or whatever, but like nothing to justify why they gave him a technical. They said his name on the announcer and there was like Quincy, bro. He was so confused. It's like, what the hell just happened? Like he's looking around like, no, like now he's starting to get like really upset. And I was like, holy shit. I'll never forget, bro. Our next paycheck that we got, he opened that shit and it was in he owed money. Damn near. It was in the negative, bro.
Negative is red.
Bro, it was like pretty much like a minus. And he was like, what the hell? He was like, because they took out the 2 fucking technicals. For him, it was a lot of money on top of the shit he was in tax. So I remember like the vets, like Demar, Kyle, they might have put like a pot. They put a pot together for him. It's like, no, just hold this. Like somebody gave him per diem. So like I was wondering if you ever seen. Are you insane?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's where you got to be careful too. It's like what you look at like people like Draymond and those like guys that are getting $500,000 a year.
They can afford it though.
Yeah,
but yeah, if you can get, because I know after like 16 technicals, you can start getting like suspensions. So which it's like which is crazy. Hey, and that's suspension.
You lose money. That's a lost paycheck.
That's a lost game check. Yeah. And that's when it starts to like
be a lot.
I gotta relax on this, but it happens. It's kind of messed up sometimes.
Did shout out to Bobby? Did your financial advisor hit you after that? Like, what the hell is this? Or no? Or does he even see that?
Nah. But at the time, it wasn't. Yes, $25,000 is a lot. I was on a very big contract at that time.
You're under contract with the Orlando.
Like my second contract. It wasn't too. It didn't hurt as bad. As it would have if it would have like. I mean, if I was like on a rookie contract and I got fined $25,000, that's.
Or if you're on like a later when you're only making $2 million, $1 million, or whatever.
Brother, it's a lot of money, however you slice it. But
you
can't throw the ball in the stands.
I
learned it. I never did it again. I was like,
man, it's crazy because like how much money does the league office whoop up in fines every year?
You gotta think about it. There's so many guys that get
games.
There's like games. That's what I'm saying. There's so many games and
they're watching everything like a hawk. They're watching everything they're watching every game like a hawk too. So it's like anything you step out of line is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like
there's like even cameras that aren't being like broadcasted that are just for the freaking
like they see. I mean, on like you said, like on the bench. Like if you do anything on the bench, they got cameras watching you
all the whole time. I remember there was I remember when I was with Brian Colangelo and with the Raptors, he was my first GM. That he was notorious for like putting up cameras and watching the bench to make sure that like the players on the bench were being professional. So I remember like Ed Davis used to, Ed Davis would be like, say, bro, because he used to try to trick me to bring my phone out there, and I'm like, I can bring my phone. He was like, yeah, just go get it. I'm just like, okay. And he was just like, no, they can't do nothing out here. They watching everything. I'm like, yeah. I was like, what the hell? I'm so naive at that point. But I was just like,
so the team wouldn't tell you that though, like to be like, hey, you guys need to act a certain way, like we're watching you.
I mean, they expect you to be professional. They expect, it's not like college where you're just like, oh, we caught you doing this. Meet me at the baseline at 6 a.m. in the morning. You're gonna run sprint. Like, it's none of that, bro. Like it's a grown man's league.
Yeah.
All they expect for you is to show up and do what they signed you to do.
Yeah.
Anything else is.
Well, then, so there's NBA, there's the league finding you, and then then the team can find you, and that's kind of
that's different shit.
That's kept under wraps, though, right? That doesn't make
it's not even like kept under wraps. It's just like the organization has the right to fine you for anything, like whether you're late to a plane.
You talked about it before. Like, there's just like set rules. Like, hey, if you're late for this, you're getting what $200, $300, $400 fined or whatever.
Yeah, like but it's small stuff like that could add up. It's like if you're a problem throughout the year, but like it's
like if you miss film, let's say you have film and you miss it, how much is that?
Oh, that can vary. That's just however they feel. Like I don't think I've ever seen anybody miss film, but let's say you're like late to a shoot around or they're not going to get on you when you walk through the door. You're going to come, it's going to be 2 days later thinking everything's cool. You're going to walk into your locker room and see a freaking fine notice on your chair and be like, yeah, you just been fined $1,500, not $1,500, but you've been fined whatever the amount is because of A, B, and C. So it varies. Would you ever have people that are just notoriously late all the time? Like consistently, that just didn't care, but like you said, it's not like the coach, like especially in the NBA, like you said, it's a man's league. I didn't have guys. There was instances where I've seen guys like just show up tremendous. Not like they're always showing up late, but there's been times like, damn, this motherfucker just showed up super late. So I'll give you an example. It was one time.
Was he hungover?
Was he drinking? Yeah. So I'm in Toronto. It's my rookie year, and I'm actually hanging out with DeMar's cousin. You might have met. Anyway, that's one of my homies. He would always be around. It's like one of the guys I used to kick it with. And there's one night we were going out, and we were with another teammate of mine. And at this point, I'm so young, like I don't even realize like guys are on two-ways, training camps. Like there's a main roster, and then there's like the guys who are trying to get on. Right? I'm not even realizing he's one of the guys that's like trying to make the team. So it's preseason. We're going out, bro. We went out to a club, and I remember DeMar's cousin was driving us back. He was driving us back to his place, which was a hotel because he's not on the team just yet. So he's staying at a hotel. Bro, this dude couldn't even walk up the stairs, bro. He gets out of the car and he's like holding on to the handrail and he's like leaning over, falling down. And I'm looking at him like, damn, is he gonna be good to like get to his room? Somehow, bro, he stumbled his way up the stairs and we was like, you're good. We're yelling out the window. He's like, yeah, bumping into stuff. And so we drive, take off. Very next day, we have shoot around. Of course, I'm always an early bird. I'm there. And I'm noticing, like, bro's not here. He's not showing up. It's 30 minutes before practice. I'm like, he's still not, like, even in the building. So practice is starting. We're all walking out onto the court, through the tunnel onto the court. He's still not here. I'm like, all right, this is getting crazy. Like, I'm nervous. I'm like, what's going to happen? I've never, like, I finally get the age-old answer to what happens if you're late in the NBA. Fucking, bro, we're doing stretches now. He's not here. We're about to go through our first drill. Bro, I swear to God, the coach, like, stops the practice because he's teaching something. He comes, like, jogging through the tunnel, like, pulling his pants up, jogging through the tunnel. And I'm like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? He just joins practice and nobody say anything.
Said a word.
Just hops right in the next drill like
nothing.
Nothing. And so then I'm very confused. I'm like,
especially young. When you're young, you like used to like college where like people are just like
people on your fucking head. Bro, like, and if you do something wrong, they call you out right there in front of everybody.
Well, they call you out, or it's like, I mean, I've had people show up and it's just like, leave. Just leave.
Just go. Just go. It was none of that, bro. It was none of that. It wasn't like I didn't see a coach go up to say nothing. It wasn't no GMs that came and talked to him. But sure enough, when season started,
he got fined.
No, he just got cut. He was trying to make the team, and he just wasn't there. I was just like, all right, well,
that's what happens.
That's what happens. Shit, I guess you know now. Don't be late. Don't fuck around.
Bro, I had something. So I was in Lithuania. I was playing on a team. We were in Lithuania for preseason. This is like my first year out of college, and I mean, I'm pretty like I never was late for nothing ever. Like literally ever in my college career, nothing. But like we're working hard, we're doing 2 days, we're playing all that stuff. I'm like tired. It's like I take a nap but my clock and everything's all switched up, and I don't set it right, bro. And I wake up with someone pounding on my door, and they're like, and it was like, it wasn't even practice. It was like for dinner, and then we had to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, and they were tripping on me. Same thing, pounding on. I'm like, oh shoot, you wake up in a straight just sweat.
Bro,
I'm like,
oh god, I missed it. Already knowing what's the problem.
And then like, I'm dealing with European people that are like, it comes off a different way. Like, it wasn't the head coach. It was like an assistant coach. And he was just like trying to make it a really big deal. Like, you cannot be late. This is messed up. This is better than that. Like, why don't you set a timer? Blah, 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 all this stuff. And I'm just like, man, I'm sorry. I'm like 15 minutes late. I'm sorry.
God, just shoot me. Just throw me in the gulag and shoot me.
But then the same thing is like, the coach didn't care. The GM, I don't even think the GM said anything to me, but it's just like one of those times where you panic. You're like, dude, it happens once out of your whole life and you feel like you're about to have a heart attack. Mm-hmm. Especially because you're getting paid and like, you have a different. You have like, you feel like I need to be there. I need to do this. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Life lessons.
It is for sure. I know you saw this, but the Trae Young Pat Bev stuff is crazy.
Pat Bev. I think he was just talking to get a reaction. I don't think he really was trying to fucking say I'm bet. I mean, that's what he said. I don't know. He's a great reaction, brother.
He's a great entertainer and he's a great talker, and obviously he prodded him. It surprised me that Trae Young responded. Like, I get
it. I get it because there's times where you get like fans will shit talk you, and you're like, I don't really have to respond, but like,
you're the king of responding. You be responding on IG comments. I be seeing them
for sure. And I used to get in trouble when I used to playing with the Raptors on defending my name if I missed a three and people were coming after me for it. So especially like somebody like Pat Bev, who's actually in the NBA, and then it's so clear that these are not the same level of players. For him to say that, I think Trae just wanted to shit on him, and I think that's what happened.
And it was a funny video because I should just get up. Like, man, it's just like
I should just leave it alone. But it's just like now I just feel like making a point right now. Today wasn't my day, so now it's not about to be your day. I gotta say something.
And it's nothing like Pat Bev had a good career. It's nothing against his career, but it's like Trae Young is like the franchise player of a team. Like, it's so different
because it's like this is almost like. It's like a psychological thing, but this is how he played defense. He just wants to get under your skin and just to get you acting out of character, and then he plays off that. Like, but if you don't give him that he won't. Like, it's not much. He used to try to talk shit to, not even talk shit to me, but I never forget. There was one. I don't know Pat Bev. We have not spoken. We don't speak. Like, it's not like I don't have his number. We don't follow each other on IG or nothing. But there was one time I think it was with the Clippers. We're playing. The game is like damn near over. I'm getting subbed out. It's like 3 minutes. And if you don't know anything about me, when I played in Orlando, my seat was the very last seat on the bench. I've sat there all 82 for like 7 straight years in Orlando, right? I'm walking to my seat. They're inbounding the ball. I think it's like coming after like an ATR, a timeout. And he's like bringing the ball up, but he sees me walking back and he turns around like, T. Ross, don't sit back there. Go sit up next to your coach. We better have a better attitude. And bro, I'm walking this way and he's talking to me from back here. And I just hear somebody talking. And then I turn around like who's talking? And then it's Pat Bev like, yeah, you hear me. And I'm just like, the fuck? Like, I just sat down. I was like, I'm so confused by this, brother. I don't know what he was on. Like, I don't know why he had it in for me. I must have been on the scouting report. So he must have felt like, oh, we beat him and Ross did whatever. So we got into it. But like, for the most part, I was like, why did you feel like the need to talk to right now, this time, this second, we don't know each other. Like, I know we're playing, but like, brother,
he's got that aggressive, like almost big brother trying to like.
I got another Pat Bev story too.
Say something at all times.
So there's another time, right? We're playing. I think he's with a different team now. I forgot what team this is, but he's playing. Mo Bamba's in the game. Mo Bamba goes up for a rebound and accidentally comes down with an elbow, splits Pat Bev open above the eye, right? So they called like a The ref stopped it. He's bleeding. He's cut open. He's tripping on Mo. Like, why'd you do that? That's a dirty play. That's a dirty play. If you know Mo, there's not a dirty bone in his entire body. So he's barking about it. He's tripping. They had to stop it. He walks off the court. Apparently, he leaves to go get stitches, right? Fast forward. This happened in the first quarter, by the way. Fast forward to the end of the game. I'm walking to my car in the garage. Mo Bamba's walking to his car in the garage because we're right. We parking spots right next to each other. Bro, he gets into his car. I'm getting into my car, and I see Pat Bev walking out of the player's like garage door, walking down. I'm like, what the hell is happening? And I'm looking. He walks up to Mo Bamba's car and he's like, hey, man, get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. I'm just like, what's happening? Mo Bamba's in the car. So he's just like looking at this dude from outside the window. And he's like, hey, bro, why you throw a dirty elbow like that? Da, da, da. And Mo's like, Mo's not even responding. He's just like making a face like, bro, what the hell are you doing? Like he's making it like
does Mo
standing outside of his car.
Does Mo have his window down? Does he have his window up or down? He doesn't have
nothing down. He wasn't expecting Pat Bev to.
He probably just locked his door.
Bro, he probably had that. Just like, what the fuck? And then I think some other players from the team might have came over and try to like, come on, Pat, like, and try to like pull him back or whatever. And then I think that's like something he basically went away. But I'm sitting in the car like, what the hell did I just witness? That you got elbowed 2 hours ago, and it was a basketball play. It wasn't like anything intentionally dirty. It's like, why are you sitting here trying to take it there? But yeah, so every time I see something with Pat Bev and he gets under somebody's skin, I'm just like, that's just kind of what he does. That's just him.
Have you seen like any other crazy like outside the locker room like that? I mean, going and walking up, that's pretty. I mean, not crazy, but have you seen anything other like that where you hear these stories of like KG and Carmelo, like people?
Yeah, I heard about that one too. Honestly, bro, I played with two teams. I didn't really get to see a whole lot. I didn't really get to play with a lot of superstars.
Well, and not even superstars, but like, I mean, not a ton of like just characters like that either. Or,
yeah, I got the best players I got to play with, and I want to really say outside of the Suns because I wasn't really with the Suns longer than like 6 weeks. But like the best players I played with were DeMar, Kyle, Vooch, Paolo, Franz, like not necessarily like, the last two were, becoming these big superstars, and DeMar is really good and multi-time All-Star, but like I never got to play with like the face of the league type players, right? So I felt like I missed out on a lot. I just used to hear stories from the other teams that had those guys and had all the cool stories to tell. So
like when like when they end up in like coming over to the locker room after the game,
we're just making the news.
Did you see that a lot? Did you see? Because I hear these stories. Did you see other players come into your locker room after games to talk? Did that happen a lot?
Nah, bro. Not like I said. I played with the Magic. Who's coming in to talk to me and Vooch and Evan Fournier? Like we were pretty much like. Yeah. You're kind of your own. Yeah, like when you're a superstar, you get away with you can do a lot more. You have
and people want to come talk to you, and you have a lot of like
and like there's a lot more attention,
buddy stuff, and because like you hear these stories like, oh, they came over and talked to us and said what up, like after the game. Like, doesn't that seem kind of weird? I don't know.
Like I can see like LeBron and his group of friends. When I say his group of friends, I mean like Carmelo, Chris Paul, D-Wade, Bosh, like that era of guys. Like they will go from locker room to locker room after a game and chop it up. And then nobody's going to say shit to him. But, like, let me try to go over to somebody's locker room and just say, hey, what's going on? Like, I'm sure it would be received a little bit different.
Get out of here. Get the hell out of here.
Go to the team bus. Like, but nonetheless, I don't know, man. I felt like I got to play with a lot of good players. I don't think I really got to play with, like, maybe. But not too many Hall of Famers.
You play KD, but
I didn't talk to KD. I didn't really talk to Book. I didn't talk to anybody. Like,
I mean, you're there half a year too. You're half.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was just kind of in and out. I was kind of to myself most of the time. So, yeah, I didn't get to see everything. I got to see a lot. Get to see everything.
That reminds me, D-Wade. You bring up D-Wade's name. D-Wade talking about A'ja Wilson.
Yeah.
Talking about A'ja Wilson? What's your thoughts on that? Because
talk about if A'ja Wilson could beat an NBA player and how there are some women that could beat NBA players. I don't know, man. When you're talking about that is a different one-on-one is a different game than a team sport. Like these are
for sure
two very different things. Like I'm sure Asia Wilson could probably,
score
she's gonna beat TJ McConnell. She's gonna beat, Ryan Arkin-Daklin, but like
not in one-on-one though.
You don't think Asia?
No.
I mean, you don't think there's a single girl that could beat a dude in the NBA?
No. I personally don't think that. And it's nothing against her. Asia Wilson's a great player, one of the best women's basketball players of all time. But you see what TJ McConnell is doing in the playoffs. Like, there's no way.
TJ McConnell is half her size.
It doesn't matter. He's quicker. He's just as strong or stronger than her. She's not moving. She's not moving him.
But that's the case. But
she's not moving him.
I don't know. Who says she's going to post? She might just shoot jump shots and make it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's easy.
He guards the best guards in the NBA. There's no way, bro.
Oh my god, bro!
I
was using TJ McConnell.
I gotta defend TJ McConnell. I'm sorry, I can't. After what I saw him do, but the point I'm trying to make, I think there's no way.
Okay. So you're telling me right now that Asia Wilson couldn't beat Anthony Tolliver in one-on-one?
Anthony Tolliver, is he still in the NBA?
What I'm saying is there's guys that can't move. There's guys that won't be able to move. Like, and it's not like the problem is
the problem is that she would not be able. It's not about the scoring. It's that she would not be able to stop any of these guys because of the physicality.
You don't think she could stop Anthony Tolliver?
No, she'd have trouble guarding me,
brother.
I'm way more physical than her.
I'm not saying Anthony Tolliver can't play ball, but I have
Anthony Tolliver played for a long time.
So many times. That's all he can do. That's why I use him. He can't move left or right, and he's not a vertical player. So it's just like.
But how tall is Anthony Tolliver? How tall? 6'6", 6'7"?
He's half an inch taller than Asia. Like, what does it matter, bro? I think there's certain instances. Majority of the time, no. I don't think
one-on-one. There's no way. If you hand it to them and say, "Here, you got 3 dribbles," it's tough. It's tough for a girl. There's just the physicality. Okay. There's just the physicality part that is just so different. Like it's genetics. That's just
all the difference. It's all the difference.
Yeah, the skill. Like, and that's not what I'm saying. Like, you look at the skill. Like, a lot of girls are way better shooters than guys. It's like their percentages are good. Like, if they're open, they can shoot the ball. They're really good shooters. But the genetics, the DNA, like the strength, the density of a man's body compared to a girl's, like the explosiveness, she's not moving a guy. It's like the whole Brittany Griner versus DeMarcus Cousins thing.
It's
tripping,
like, what? No, it's not the Brittany Griner. DeMarcus is like a monster compared to what Brittany. Like, Brittany's not that. I'm saying, if you take,
but I'm saying in general though,
women's but if you take Asia Wilson and put her against the bottom half of the NBA,
I think she'd have trouble versus. She would have trouble versus college.
There's 425
college guys.
I'm not saying that. Okay, but not every. You're telling me there's 100% chances that she loses against every single 425.
Yeah, she loses. I put money on it. I don't because I know that there's guys in the NBA that can't guard worth a fucking shit, and I know this, and so I'm just like, but it's not that though. It's the fact that they can score on her at will.
Okay, they can score on each other, but if you have a guy that doesn't play defense,
he's gonna play good enough defense. He's gonna play good. Like who we gotta find. We gotta find like who's the 420th player in the NBA. Terrence, we could agree to disagree, but it's just the facts, bro.
I'm not saying this is not facts.
Okay, at the end of your career,
statistically, come on,
Terrence, at the end of your career, your defense was not the greatest. That's not a shot at you. Your knees were hurting. You couldn't move as good. There's no way you're not destroying Asia Wilson in a one-on-one game. And I know you're an elite level shooter and scorer, but
I feel like that would be all the difference.
You would just have to get the ball.
I would just contest everything. I know.
Exactly the point. It's nothing against Asia Wilson. You're 6'6" and can move.
I know, but there's also there's a player out there that's probably short
in the NBA. Who cannot move in?
I'm thinking, bro.
You can't think of it, and it's nothing against Asia Wilson. I love women's basketball.
Yeah,
I train a lot, I train a lot of really good girls basketball players, and they are very good. And don't get me wrong, like I got a girl in high school right now that goes against other high school boys and kicks their ass.
So at
the NBA level, it's completely different. It's completely different. Yeah. It's just different. Like but see, the girl that I train, she is like one of the best players in Washington. Has offers to Gonzaga, Washington State, all these big schools. But she's similar size to the guys and just as quick or more athletic and can really shoot the ball. So it's like, that's a difference where you can't tell me that the 420th NBA player.
Let me think about this. You're putting me on the spot now, but I'm going to come back to you next podcast with a list of dudes.
I had to defend TJ McConnell and Archie Diacono. I mean, why'd you throw them in there? Two white guards.
Those are two. I can find a third. I'll find a third.
Nah, I'm not here for the TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell would be. I mean, he crawls up 94 feet. He's going to get into Asia Wilson.
I know.
And he's got that mini.
But not Ryan. Not Ryan. Not Ryan Archidaclino. He's not. I don't know. I would have to see that.
All right, we can continue this debate another time, but
Jesus,
that was fun. All right, catch us on the next episode. We will catch you guys next week. Peace.
Be safe. Take your peptides.